Good evening, folks. It's Glenn the Ball Chef, and tonight I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so I've decided to make up some soup. And one of my favorite soup recipes is potato soup. I'm going to show you how I've been making this potato soup for years. It's a family classic around here, and I think you'll enjoy my rendition quite a bit. So let's get started, and I'll show you how to make some of the best potato soup you've ever tasted. Alright, the first step in putting together our potato soup is we're going to need 6 slices of hardwood smoked bacon. And we'll just put these right into a saucepan here. We're going to fry these off. I think you've probably seen someone fry bacon before. But when I get these things golden brown, we'll take them out and I'll show you the next step. We have now removed the 6 strips of bacon. There's a little bit of bacon grease still in there. Some crackling. We're going to put in just 1 tablespoon of light butter. Into that, we're going to add 1 chopped up carrot, 1 chopped up white onion, 1 stalk of celery that has been finely chopped, and we're going to sweat these vegetables off for a few minutes until the onions become translucent. So when they get to that point, we'll come back and I'm going to show you the next step. Alright, now that the celery and the carrots and the onions have sweated off nicely, we're going to add a half a cup of all-purpose flour to this mixture, and we're going to create a little bit of a roux here with the butter and the bacon renderings. We're just going to take this low and slow for just a few minutes to make sure that the flour is fully cooked. Now the trick to this roux is low and slow. It's been about 7 minutes here. So low and slow, and then add the chicken broth, the 32 ounces of chicken broth in batches, so that you don't get any lumps or clumps, and that's very, very important. And take your time when you're doing that and keep stirring continuously. Stir it into our roux and our vegetables to kind of thicken this up a little bit. We'll turn the heat up on this, and we're going to add to this 4 russet potatoes that I've cut up. And what we'll do is we will boil these for about 12 minutes on low. Into that we'll add 1 leaf of the bay leaf, 3/4 of a tablespoon of both black pepper and garlic powder, a teaspoon of celery powder, and 3/4 of a tablespoon of basil. And we're just going to mix that in, and like I said, we'll just bring this up to heat and boil this off for about 12 minutes until the potatoes are done, and we'll come to the next step. Now that our potato soup has been cooking for about 12 minutes, the potatoes are al dente, not quite done yet. So what we're going to do is take the 6 strips of bacon that we cooked earlier, that we chopped up finely, and we're going to add that to the soup. And this bacon has a little bit of salt to it, and there is some salt in the chicken broth. I want to make sure that when we get down to the end of this isn't too salty or not salty enough. At this point, we're going to also add in some parsley. And I don't know if you've ever tried this before, but they now have fat-free half and half. It's ultra pasteurized, meaning that it will stay in your refrigerator for quite some time. And I add about a half a cup of this half and half to the potato soup mixture to give it this creamy finish. So let me go ahead and cook this off until the potatoes are tender, and then we can check it for saltiness at the end. Alright, well, let's check this for saltiness, see if we need to add some salt to it. Pretty close. I think probably about maybe a teaspoon or so. That ought to do it. Not too much salt in here. Try this around a smidge here. Probably take that bay leaf out at this point. that final taste here. Right there, folks. All right, let's plate this up and give it the old taste test. All right, our potato soup is now finished. I have taken the liberty to crown this off with a little bit of chopped scallion, which I like. So let's go ahead and dig into this soup. A little bit of the carrot, and the potato, and the bacon. Folks, that is very, very good. Unfortunately, I had a small problem with the camera while filming this. It didn't come out completely the way I wanted it to, but I think you get the general idea of how to do this. It's a very, very good recipe for potato soup. I thank you for watching. As always, join me on G+, subscribe. We've got a lot of good stuff going on here at the Ball Chef's channel. And as always,